Well, Brett, the NBA is about to start back up, and like we've talked about, you've been in that, and we're about to get to that. But real quick, it's a quick turnaround for bowl season this year because of coronavirus and everything. It was just the conference championship games this past weekend, and we already have games starting off on Monday.
Yeah, on Monday, App State takes on North Texas. And then we start to get the two-a-days, Higgin. Tuesday, we got Tulane, Nevada, UCF, BYU. Wednesday, La Tech, Georgia Southern, Memphis, Florida Atlantic. So just a little appetizer. But the only game I really like here, Higgins, is
The only
UCF
game
versus.
either of us really like.
Oh yeah, that's a better way of putting it. The only game we like is this UCF BYU game because let's face it, there's a lot of sports going on this week, and you want to bet on all of it, but you have to practice bankroll management. So we're gonna do that and
Yes.
only bet on one college football game in the early week, and that's BYU UCF. I see you're on the over under. I'm on a team, so I'll just kick it off here, Higgins. I like BYU minus 6.5. I think this is going to be their first nationally televised game since Coastal Carolina. I think they're going to come out with a little chip on their shoulder. Zach Wilson wants to go in the first round of the NFL draft. This is your chance to go out there and play a pretty respected opponent and put up some good numbers. So I expect BYU to come out with a little oomph in this one. When sometimes you see in these bowl games, you could get mixed emotions from teams. I expect BYU to come out pretty focused.
I agree with you on this. If you weren't on BYU spread, I would have been, but out of respect to the Pillars, I found a different way on this game,
Thank you.
and I ended up taking the under 71.5 because if you look at this over under, it's really gonna go one or two ways. If you think UCF is gonna win, and the way UCF's played their games is how it's gonna go, then the over is gonna hit because UCF plays a fast-paced offense. Dylan Gabriel, very high octane quarterback. They've continued that offense since Scott Frost has left that program. They're averaging 44 points per game. BYU is averaging 43 points per game, but their defense is stopping basically everybody. So, and especially recently, they haven't been scoring to that 43 points per game that they have been expecting to. So, an over under at 71.5, that's sitting so high. I think in order for that over to hit, UCF would probably end up being the winner of that, and it would be a race between the two of them. I could be wrong. BYU could still come out as a winner between the race between the two of them, but I think if BYU is going to win this game, their defense is going to play a big part in stopping Gabriel in that offense. So I'm going to take the under as a way to show my support for the Cougars.
I like it. Well, I'm excited for that game on Tuesday, Higgins. It's of all the early bowl games in the early week, it's definitely the one that caught my eye.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, that's probably the only of these early bowl games that we mentioned that I'm going to be willing to watch. However, that has some very interesting conflicts against it. That game kicks off at 4 p.m., and if you look at the NBA, they tip off on Tuesday as well, and they tip off a little bit earlier with the Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets tipping off around 4 o'clock as well. So